welcome to another video. Hello friends, welcome to another video. If you're new here, which you might be because of the title of this video, my name is Erin. I'm a 44-year-old stay-at-home mom, 3 kids. We're transitioning from homeschool to high school. I like all things cozy, books, grandma core, thrifting, baking, crafting, junk journaling, crochet, knit, you name it. So this is kind of not my usual topic or video type of video, but I definitely did want to make it because I know that some of you are interested in making or starting your own YouTube channel. So I wanted to share this because I am a very small channel still, but we're growing. And I feel like it's maybe a unique story. Everybody's got a unique story, I think. Everyone has a unique path here. So I wanted to just share what YouTube has paid me since I became monetized in December of 2024. I have made notes because I'm forgetting all the dates and stuff. Bear with me if I'm looking at my notes. So a little history on my YouTube journey? I don't know what we're gonna call it. So I began back in, it would have actually been December of 2021 where I got the idea. So I had always been a blogger, always sharing my life, always on Instagram, just sharing my daily life and little bits of my life. So the idea of YouTube came into my head, and I don't know why it took me so long, but it just popped into my head and I was like, yes, that's what I need to do. So it took me another 6 months before I was doing lots of filming and playing around and had a lot of ideas, but didn't know how to just bring it about. So it was finally in June of 2022. It was our anniversary and we decided to take a trip to Ottawa. I decided that I was going to take that opportunity to film our little trip and make a vlog of it. So I did that. So in June of 2022, I posted my first video. I had 0 subscribers. I had a few people come over from Instagram. I have about 4,000 followers there. So a few people came over from Instagram, family members, things like that. But it didn't really, nothing really happened. Of course, over the course of the next 6 months, I made about 5 or 6 videos and I put a lot of work and heart and soul into those videos and nothing was really happening. The needle wasn't moving. So I kind of honestly burnt out a little bit on it. I know 6 videos doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have 3 kids at home and you're not making any money at it and there's just not a lot of traction or movement, it just feels really frustrating. And I kind of gave up. Banjo, can you not? Can you not? Thanks. In 2023, everything kind of went upside down. My stepmom became ill. She passed away rather suddenly, and it kind of just turned everything upside down for me for a little while. And so that whole January to the fall of 2023 was a bit of a just a crazy time. It wasn't a good time. But back in October of 2023, I decided I kind of got that spark back and I was ready to start trying to make videos again. So I started sharing little bits of videos. I was sharing just kind of weekly vlogs, really. I did, there was Halloween. I made a little video where I went to help my dad at his organic seed potato farm. So a lot of you have been really liking the farm vlog that I posted last week. So I feel like that's going to have to really make an appearance because we go there quite frequently. So I have lots to share on it. So I think you'll be seeing more of that in future vlogs. But anyway, I'm going to really try to keep this kind of concise and to the point because I can get off track really easily. And I'm thinking that this video, if I were looking for a video, that I would want it to be concise. So I'm going to try to stay on track and on task today. For my usual viewers, this may not be something that you're into, but hopefully it will be helpful to some of you. So anyway, yeah, October 2023, I started making more videos a little more regularly, still very scattered and not super structured or scheduled or anything like that. And then I got the idea to do tea and Toastmas for vlog, my version of Vlogmas. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work, and it wasn't getting a lot of views, not a lot of interaction, not a lot going on. And I quickly burnt out because making videos every single day for the month of December, which December is a ridiculous month as it is, I just completely burnt out on that. And I just kind of stopped. I had the intention to keep going, but I just stopped. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So again, another 6 months. June rolled around, and I started to feel, I feel like June seems to be a peak month for me where I like really come back to life. So I started decorating the house. I started sharing more about my mental health journey because I had started taking SSRIs and I was trying to come off of them, but I was doing all the things and sharing and making videos. Some were short, I was trying to make like micro vlogs. So it was kind of all over the place. Again, not getting many views, not a lot of interaction on it, but I was making them and I was trying to just focus on making them as like a record of our days. So then in November of 2024, I shared a vlog, and for some reason, it just kind of took off a little bit. And I mean, when I say took off, it didn't go viral or anything like that, but it got a lot more views than I'm used to seeing. So now it's sitting at like 5,000 views or something like that. And I got a lot of new subscribers from that. So in it, I was just talking about I was trying to teach myself how to knit yet again and getting really frustrated, but also talking really honestly and openly about my whole journey of trying to get off of the antidepressants and then having to go back on them. And it was just like a whole thing. And it was very kind of a vulnerable vlog, but but I guess it resonated. For some reason, it kind of took off for me. And it just got I guess for whatever reason, it got the needle moving. And so that was like, it kind of took a few weeks before it even kind of went off. So I posted it, nothing really happened. And then it was a few weeks later that all of a sudden everything started moving, and I was like, where is this coming from? And so it was from that video. So that little bump of like activity and like feeling like, oh, maybe people do care. Maybe I am seen. Maybe I could still do this. Riding that kind of little wave, and then seeing my friend Tracy, she was going to do the same jam advent calendar that I did the year before and kind of flopped on. And I kind of just had this feeling, I'm like, oh, I should have done it. I should have got myself a calendar. I should have done it. And at the last minute, my husband was like, just do it. He said, you and Clementine had a lot of fun doing it, so just go ahead and do it. So I quickly ordered one. It arrived just in time, and we started doing Vlogmas. And for whatever reason, it kind of took off. I started getting shout outs from like bigger channels, so incredibly kind that people were shouting me out, sharing. I think people were sharing on their channels that they were watching my Vlogmas. They were sharing on Instagram, on Facebook, and it just kind of took off. So I went from 236 subscribers to 2,457 subscribers. So over 2,000 subscribers. With all the momentum and everything I was getting, I was like, oh, maybe I'll hit 1,000 subscribers, because to be monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. By, I think it was December 20th, I officially hit the numbers to become monetized. And I was like flabbergasted, like absolutely amazed by what had happened. The numbers that I'm going to give you what I made in December, what I made in January, and what I've made in February so far. In December, obviously I made a video every day. I think I missed one day, and I didn't put a video up on Christmas Eve. So I think I put up 22 videos in December, but I didn't become monetized until December 20th. So even though it was based on 365 days, I really became monetized in the month of December. I got enough of all of the watch hours, subscribers, everything in the month of December, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So I think I had about 22 videos in December. December's a bit of a tricky one because I was only monetized for like 10 days. So in the month of December, I gained 1,386 subscribers. I had 7,206 hours of watch time, and I had 47,271 views. In the month of December, I made $128.02. Ta-da! My expectation was honestly that I would make like $10 or $15 at that rate. Like, I had no idea what to expect. In January, I posted 8 videos. I was trying to keep to like a 2 video per week schedule, but it ended up being more than I could handle. So in the month of January 2025, I made 8 videos and I had 597 new subscribers, 5,407 hours of watch time, and 29,532 views. In the month of January, I made $429.73. Again, way more than I expected. But like I said, I had no idea what to expect for income. So today is February 18th, and I have only posted 2 videos this month. This one here will be the 3rd one. I have only had 76 new subscribers. I've had 1,530.5 hours of watch time and 8,357 views. In the month of February so far, I have made $121.09. So all that put together, and when I looked at the stats, I chose 365 days just because I feel like going forward, that's going to be the most helpful way to look at it. Even though I could have done, this is all basically in the last 90 days. There was not a whole lot of action between January of 2024 and October. There was not a whole lot of action on my channel. Even though I was posting, there was not a whole lot of in the last 365 days, if that makes sense. If I'm making any sense at all. I have had 2,257 subscribers, 14,778.3 hours of watch time, and 99,953 views. So I'm almost at that 100,000 mark for the year. And I have made, I feel like I need a drum roll, $678.85 Canadian dollars since I became monetized in December. Anyway, that is what I've made since December 20th. Personally, I am actually amazed at how much I've been able to make. Could I live on that? Absolutely not. Does it help us? Yes. Do I want to keep moving forward and making this happen? 100%. This has completely changed the whole thing. Making YouTube videos, I don't know if I would say it's hard work. I mean, it is. I mean, it's hard enough. I mean, I feel like this is the ideal way for me to make money if I can keep going at this pace, but it is a lot of time. A lot of time goes into it. So, I'm on average probably making about like $50 a video, which is great. It's way better than I was when I was making $0. Like, I'm happy about it. I'm not upset. What's involved in making a video? I mean, I spend a large number of hours editing each video, and I do it on my phone, and it feels like I'm gonna go cross-eyed when I do it. I use a video editor called VLLO, VLLO, $15.99 per year, I believe. I don't think it's like a one-time purchase, but it is a yearly thing. For $15.99, it's I love it. I find it very intuitive, very easy to use, and I do all my editing on my phone. I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound. I had a bit of an issue when I became monetized. They tried to revoke my monetization, saying that I couldn't be monetized, because I was using their music and I couldn't understand why. Customer service helped me out immediately, and you just have to safe list your channel with them. And as soon as I did that, you just go into your account and there's like a safe list, and so you just add like the URL of your channel and where you're sharing the music, and then they immediately like revoked all of the claims and everything was released to me. So that was great. So I ended up keeping Epidemic Sound because the music selection is quite good. I did use YouTube Music Studio, whatever, for a little while. It has some decent music on there, but I just wasn't like, I feel like I really wanted a better selection. So I decided to keep the Epidemic Sound, and it's not cheap in Canada. It works out to about $26 a month, which feels a little expensive when I'm making $50 a video. So I wouldn't want to figure out what I'm making an hour on each video because I think it would be very disappointing and heartbreaking. But it is a very enjoyable way for me to make money, and my goal is to keep growing and keep building and keep doing this. So we have our subscriptions, we have our video editor, we have our Epidemic Sound. So I use my phone mostly for filming because it's just so compact. It's always on me. It's good quality, all of that. So like I'm filming on it right now. I do have a digital SLR video that I purchased. It was like an older model when I purchased it back in 2021. When I decided that I wanted to do this, I thought, oh, I need this camera, and I don't regret buying it because it's a lovely camera. However, it's not a great vlogging camera. So the first thing that I will be buying with my AdSense income is a DJI Pocket Osmos 3 creator combo. It comes with a mic and like a little tripod, and it's like this cute little camera, and it's just like fits in the palm of your hand, and it looks so versatile and wonderful. So I'm excited about that. I think it will make vlogging in public a little more simple. I still feel a little silly when I'm out vlogging in public. I always feel like people are looking at me wondering what I'm doing, even though they don't care really. But anyway, that is the thing that I want to purchase when I get my AdSense money. So there is equipment. I have tripods that I've purchased. I purchased a gimbal because I don't have someone who can be my camera person. I am the camera person most of the time. Sometimes my kids or my husband will help me, but it's not. I think it's easier just to set up a tripod rather than teaching angles and the rule of thirds and all of those things. So I spend time searching for the perfect music. A lot of you comment on the music that I use in the selection, and it's not an accident. I try really hard to get like the right mood and the right vibe and the right feel and all of it. So I spend a lot of time just going through Epidemic Sound's library looking for the perfect music and sounds. Editing the thumbnail takes time. So usually I make my video, and then when I'm done editing my video, I then go through and create a thumbnail, which then takes so much time because I either take screenshots from the video, then I have to take it and put some words on it. Like, it's not hard, but it is time consuming, and you want to get the thumbnail right because that is the first and only thing that people can judge a video by, right? So you want that to be right. And then when you're posting it, then you have to come up with this like clever description and hashtags and tags so that people can find your video and searchable and like, okay, you have to really kind of get into the mind of like, what do people want? What are people going to be looking for? All of that. So it feels very exhausting. Like, it feels very exhausting to make the thumbnail and the description. I find after I feel so spent after I've filmed and then edited a video to then have to do the thumbnail and the description. I find it very painful, but it all takes time, and then you have to upload it, and that can have glitches and problems and take so much time, and Then you have to make sure that all the things are correct and that you switch everything on and put on monetized and make it public after, because it has to do all its checks and all of that stuff. And then another thing that don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I absolutely love that I feel like I have the most active little comment section ever. And you guys are just like so kind and warm and helpful and just coming into the comments and then discussing things with each other and with me. But that takes a lot of time too, to come in and answer. I try to still reply to every single comment that I get. Not always on the replies because I don't always see those replies. So I have to go digging for them a little bit. But yeah, replying to comments takes hours of time, really. And I'm grateful. That's a really good problem to have because I love that there is an active comment section. And then time just prepping and organizing and coming up with the flow of things and making sure you have the shots to go with the flow of things. And yeah, so making videos is not easy. It's not simple. It's not quick. It's not cheap. So the fact that I can make a bit of money from it is super, super exciting. So I think that is it. If I didn't cover something, be sure to ask in the comments below and I'll try to give you an answer. I'm trying to be very transparent about this. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I do feel like this has been a very rewarding experience. It's been a bit of a long, windy road for me, but I'm so grateful that I stuck to it because it feels so rewarding now. And I feel very hopeful about where this is going. So if you're on the fence and you're thinking you'd like to start a YouTube video, it's probably not going to happen overnight. I'm still a small channel and I feel like I'm not getting the subscribers that I was getting before, but I'm still making forward progress and I feel really happy about that. I hope this is helpful because I don't feel like a whole lot of small channels share this kind of information. I don't think a lot of big channels share it either, to be honest. But thank you for watching. This content is not what I usually share. I usually share really cozy, kind of baking, thrifting, sort of cozy things. But I'm just one of those people that I refuse to find my niche because I don't know what my niche would be. But I wanted to make this video to share just in case it could help somebody. But if the cozy stuff sounds like your jam, be sure to like and comment. Those things help so much. Thank you so much for the people who have been hitting the super thanks button. I am so incredibly grateful to you. And also people who have been buying me coffees through the link that I always put. I kind of felt weird making that, but you know, my kids told me that I should do it. More than I thought would bought me a coffee. And so yeah, that's incredible too. So if you're new here, I hope you stick around. I think I'm a good time. I don't know, maybe a good cozy time. And if you're like one of my regular subscribers and you're just watching to the end to support me, I see you. Thank you so much. I know you're doing that. I know there are people that do that and I love you for it. Okay, so if you've been here for a while, you know that I started this thing where I ask for a question and an emoji at the end of each video. So today's question is, did these numbers surprise you? Like maybe you had never thought about it before, but maybe you had a ballpark idea in your mind of what a channel of this size would make. So did it surprise you? Was it more? Was it less? Was it like, did it surprise you? And if you don't want to answer that question, you can just leave an emoji with I think there's like a growth graph. It's like a stat, you know? So leave that below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope next week's video is a little bit longer. Although I've chatted, oh my God, I've talked for 35 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the best day. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so lucky to have you guys. I hope you have the best day and we will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.